Wrong button.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Phlinger here, and today we're going to be discussing some news. Matter of fact, today we're going to be discussing news that was released yesterday about a new dino, also a little bit from the upcoming map of Valguero, and then also I'm going to be looking at last week's news because I didn't cover it last week either. But there are some actually kind of cool things that I'm kind of hopeful for, actually. So hey, let's hop right into it. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, sit down, and let's take a look at this thing. All right, so. The first thing is this right here. It looks amazing. So what is it? Well, it is the Elder Claw. This will be releasing on September 30th. Man, this thing is looking pretty dang sharp. I just gotta say. All right. But before we get into the thick of it, I just really want to take a look at, gives me D&D vibes all over it. Oh man, this is so great. All right. I love the little mushroom bits on the side, everything like that. All right, so let's get down into it. Welcome to another edition of Community Crunch. We're riding the big waves and even bigger news. From sun-soaked shores to deep blue sea, adventure awaits. The mighty Helicoprion will make a splash when it surfaces to Ark Survival Ascended for free on August 20th. And we'll get into that a little bit more later because I didn't cover that last week. All right. But that's just the beginning. Dive into your first look at the next creature joining the Ark Fantastic Tames series. All right, so this right here, these are the Fantastic Tames, the paid-for editions like the Pyromane and the Dreadmare. But there's a caveat on that, but a cool caveat. So yeah. All right, so first look at the Elder Claw. Right there we go. Once again, we marvel at the art on this. Whoever did this art, good job. This looks great. All right. So, something stirs deep within the lush forests of Valguero, an ancient power of oak and vine. Meet the Elder Claw, a breathtaking new companion that's less like an animal and more like living soul in the wild. Draped in blossom and adorned with protective vines, this mystical guardian blends the strength of an apex predator with the serenity of nature itself. Very Druid-like. Very, very Druid-like. Though it's not prone to anger, crossing the Elder Claw's path with ill intent can awaken its wrath, and the forest answers to its call. Rumors speak of twisting roots, protective vines, and strange totems, which turn the tide of battle, sapping the will of enemies while bolstering allies. Okay, so they've gone World of Warcraft on that one. I'm just saying. Which I don't know. At this stage of the game, are we surprised? So, yeah, all right. But the twisting roots, that is kind of cool. So this is going to be more of a magical, mystical creature. I'm thinking that when it gets attacked, vines will shoot up around things and, slow them down. Or vines will encase it and cause it to take less damage. Because it says twisting roots. So that's the grasp or the snare. And then the protective vines, that's the shield, I think. But then again, this is all just speculative. So this right here, what the things I'm saying about this right now, these are just my imagination and my hopes. So yeah. And strange totems. Now that one right there has got me a little bit perplexed. Yeah, I'm not sure how they would implement strange totems. Would they be going like full World of Warcraft kind of thing where, it's just like the shaman puts down their totems and they provide just a pulsing buff? I'm not sure. That could be kind of cool. Or if when they spawn, they'll have totems that spawn in the wild. Kind of like how it seems like the new turtles, the Arcaris, or what? I'm getting brain fumbles. The big giant turtles, all right? How they always seem to spawn with a couple Snideria within the area. So if this thing will be spawning now with a couple totems in the area, that would be kind of cool as well. All right, let's see. Moving on. All right, taming one won't be as simple as tossing a few berries its way. Survivors whisper about rare seedlings and cubs that must be nurtured to maturity. I love that idea. Earning the trust of a being that embodies the land it roams. So are we going to have to like grab a seed, grow the baby? Because face it, this thing right here, this is made out of plant fiber and wood and mushrooms and fungus. And so are we going to have to grab a seed and then grow the baby? In like, I mean, if you have to grow it in a crop plot, that'd be weird. Or if you just like plop it down somewhere and it just grows up into a seedling and then you pluck the baby from the full grown plant. That would be kind of cool, actually. And then you have to grow that next baby up. Man, I don't know. The possibilities on this one seem really, really cool. I'm kind of interested in that. Those who succeed will find themselves gaining a steadfast knowledge capable of shielding its allies and drawing power straight from the earth. I'm kind of digging that. That does seem actually really, really cool. All right, the Elder Claw will arrive alongside Valguero Ascended, which I'm sure we're all looking for at this point. I mean, Ragnarok was the last one, and Ragnarok Ragnarok hit it out of the park, so I'm hoping Valguero does too. I've got good faith that it will. Valguero was always a fun map. And is included with the Lost Colony expansion pass, meaning all pass holders can set out to tame the supernatural forest guardian from day one. It will also be offered as a standalone Fantastic Tame purchase at a later date. I'd like that idea. All right. So, I mean, because now we've got, this will be the fifth, Fantastic Tames, because we have the Pyromane, we have the Dreadmare, and those right there are the independent ones. Then we've got the two that came out with the expansion pass, the Veilwind and the Drakes. So we've got those. And then now they're just giving people an extra incentive to pre-order Ark Lost Colony, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool. They're really sweetening the pot on this. So yeah, I'm kind of digging that. I just hope that the ones that we already have will also be on Valguero. So the Drakelings and the Veilwinds, the Pyromanes, stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. I like that idea. All right, moving on. So, Valguero Ascended. Your next adventure is almost here. Valguero Ascended will officially launch on September 30th, bringing its vast landscapes, breathtaking bios, the dangerous Dino Nykus. Oh, man. Fluffy raptors are coming back, and they're going to be coming back in force. The dragon will be terrified. We all know. If you know, you know. And the mysterious new Elder Claw to Ark Survival Ascended. We'd originally shared an August window, shifting priorities in our schedule meant Valguero needed an updated launch plan to ensure their journey through this map. Through this map lives up to its full potential. Okay. Your journey through this map. Okay, I just read that wrong. It's not written wrong. I read it wrong. Okay, so I'm honestly looking forward to Valguero. I think Valguero should be wicked, wicked fun. And them moving it to September 30th, honestly, that's kind of expected. But then again, with Ragnarok being the way it is, Ragnarok's such a fun map. I know that's tiding me over. I'm pretty sure it'll probably tide me over till September 30th. Ragnarok's a good one. All right, this free map also comes with something extra special, the Mega Raptor, a community-voted creature ready to prowl its new home, swift, cunning, and packing plenty of prehistoric bite. It's sure to become a favorite among survivors looking for both speed and style. Now, that one right there, that does look pretty cool. I do have to admit, the Mega Raptor is cool. My only big concern about the Mega Raptor is just going to be another medium-sized carnivore that, has its moment in the sun, and like 2 weeks after it comes out, it's just going to be sitting in cryopods at people's base. I hope that's not the case, but that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to be with the Mega Raptor. All right, and if you've been living underneath a rock and you haven't heard, well, the Helicoprion from Ark Editions mod is making its way into the official game, which honestly, I'm wondering to see how they tackle this because, and this is what I was talking about earlier where we finally get to, because the Helicoprion was, well, it was kind of you use them to convert items into blueprints so you could craft it with your buddies. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how they tackle that. Are they going to remove the ability completely or are they going to keep it in? Yeah, because I mean, on the old wiki here you go. Just so if you haven't Googled this since it was announced, here it is. All right, once tamed, it can turn items into blueprints without resetting their rarity. However, this process may fail. The higher its crafting skill stat, lesser um lesser are the chances the process will fail. It can also act as a grinder that can be disabled with the INI config. All right, blah blah blah. So yeah, honestly, I'm kind of interested to see how they do this. Yeah. I mean, I think it could be cool. It would be a nice addition to get more underwater dinos into the game. So yeah, give people a reason to go underwater. Honestly, I'm kind of digging that idea. All right, but hey, anyway, that's the news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button down below. I really appreciate that. Are you excited for the new Elder Claw? What are your thoughts and opinions on the Elder Claw? I'm kind of looking forward to it. Let's hear it in the comments down below. I mean, it does look pretty cool. I'm a bit nervous about, the whole magic mystical thing in our dinosaur game, but it is what it is. So what are your thoughts and opinions on it? Leave it in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the Helicoprion? Leave it down below. And yeah, are you anxious to see Valguero? I'm anxious to see your guys' comments on all of these topics down below. And hey, until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.